Okay, now, so now this video is going to continue, we're going to continue making our shed. We're going to go on to step 9, creating the gable roof. Okay, has to be a gable roof. And then step number 10, changing the wall type and changing it to brick. Okay, so this is where we left off. I'm going to go ahead and click under the project browser here, click the floor plan. Okay, and let's just, I'm going to discard this. Okay, so click on floor plan. So this is what it should look like. And then I'm going to go ahead and click roof. And it's going to come up here. Would you like to move it to the lowest level? I'm going to hit yes. Okay, so first thing you're going to do, you're going to click two opposite walls. So this time I'm going to click on the north wall and then the south wall. So I'm going to click here. Okay, actually, let's do this first. Change the overhang to 1 feet, right? It says 0 feet, 0 inches. I'm just going to change it to 1 feet. So 1 comma, enter. Okay, so now on here, let me go ahead and annotate it. You're going to change the overhang, which is right here, to 1 feet. Okay. So now go ahead and click. I'm going to click on the north wall. So click on the top, the outside part of the wall, right? Then I'm going to click on the outside part of the south wall, right? So here's these two. Okay, these are the opposite wall. You should, if your orientation of your shed should look like this: 12 feet tall, if you're looking down, and then 16 feet across. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to uncheck define slopes, because we're going to create a gable roof. If you don't do this, then you're going to end up with a hip roof. Okay, so uncheck that. All right, where it says we're going to uncheck define slopes, and then I'm going to go ahead and click on the west wall, and then I'm going to click on the east wall. So all your pink lines should be on the outside of your shed here, right? If it's not, see if I click on the arrows, the roof lines are showing up on the inside. That's what you don't want. The roof is going to be, if you leave it like this, the roof is going to be on the inside. It's not going to function as a roof. So you need to make sure you click the arrows that your pink lines are highlighted on the outside here. Okay. So now we're going to change the material. Go to the left hand side where the properties window is. I'm going to drop down, right? It says basic generic roof 12 inches. We're going to drop down and look for wood rafter 8 inches, asphalt shingles, insulated. Okay, so you're going to look for it here, drop down. Can't find it, just right here in search, type WOOD wood, and it should show up. It should be like the only one. Okay, so now my roof is going to be a wood rafter 8 inches, asphalt shingle, and it's insulated. Okay, so that's how it looks. So I'm done with the roof. So I'm going to check OK, finish editing. Okay, so do I want to attach the walls to the roof? I'm going to hit attach. That should look okay. So let's see what my roof looks like. So I'm going to click on the 3D here. So there, I have the wall. I have the all the walls attached. Now some of you may have some errors. Okay, if your walls aren't attaching, okay, what you want to do is highlight your walls, right? Highlight the walls like that, and you're going to click here, attach top to base. Okay, highlight the wall, click attach top to base, and then click on the roof, and it should attach it. Okay, so I'm going to make sure that my roof is attached to all the walls. I'm going to hover over. Where is the remote control? My little remote control disappeared. That's okay. So I'm going to go east. I'm going to go look at pivot this way, right? I see that I have the walls. Let me pan in. Okay, so my walls, if I look, I keep pivoting. My walls looks like it's attached to it. Looks like it did it okay. Okay. Okay, so far so good. So let's hit the default. Okay. So there's a roof. Okay, so now we're going to change. Okay, so that's step number 9. We created a gable roof. A gable roof is looks like an upside down V, and we'll get into the different types of roofs next week. Okay, so now we're going to go to step 10. We're going to change the wall type. Okay, so now I'm going to go back up here under the architecture tab. All right. Actually, it's already on there, so I'm going to select one wall. Okay, so I'm going to select the right wall, right? I'm looking at the cube here. This is the right wall. This is the front. And then if I roll, if I pivot over, this part will be the back and this will be the left. So I'm going to click on, I'm going to hover over, right? Oh, let's see if I can do that. Okay, highlight. So not to be confused with this, right? I'm highlighting the whole wall. You're gonna have to hover over, you know, and click. I know that I'm highlighting the wall because it's transparent blue. So I'm gonna change this wall. I'm gonna do it for all 4 of them. I'm gonna change this wall. I'm gonna go here. See, right now it's just a basic wall generic. I'm going to change it to, it's asking you to do brick. I don't see the brick, the plain brick one. BRICK, right? There's a couple of options, right? Exterior brick on CMU, on metal studs, generic brick. I'm gonna click exterior bricks, CMU on metal stud, right? You can pick any one of these, but I do wanna see brick. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and click that one. So see, it's gonna look like that. So I'm gonna do that to all 4 of the walls. So even though I don't see the other 2 walls, you can still, Rivet will be able to let you see it. Does that make sense? So what did I do? So I'm gonna click on the front wall and it's here, right? Most recently used type, brick CMU on metal studs. I'm gonna click that, so it's changed there. Okay, so how I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna pivot. I'm gonna look at it, the elevation. I'm gonna highlight the wall here. Nope, that's the floor. I don't wanna highlight the floor, not the roof, it's highlighting the floor. I'm gonna hover over there. I have the back wall of the shed. Drop down, and I'm going to click on exterior brick CMU there. Okay. Then I'm going to pivot over onto the west wall. Still trying to navigate. Okay, how do I go get to the back? Oh my goodness. Getting cross-eyed. I need to get to the back. There we go. Kind of. Kind of. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to highlight the left wall, drop down, make it brick, basic wall, exterior brick, CMU, and metal studs. Enter. Boom. So there it is. Okay. Click on default. If I try to, unless I don't know where the remote control went, but you can pivot, right pan, and see, right? All my walls, nothing looks funky. All my walls look like they have the same wall type. Okay. So what I did hit the house, so that's the default view. Pan in. Okay. So that's step 9 and step 10. And so the other thing, so you can see, just like in the handout, what you're gonna do, I wanna see the screenshot of your shed. Actually, let me go back. Okay, so scroll down here. All right, referencing the handout, the project leading handout. You it says here, from the control from the view control bar, change your visual style to realistic. And this is the view control bar. All these little tiny icons down here. So if you click on the block, the isometric block, right? If I hover over, it says visual style hidden line. I'm going to click it, and then I'm going to click on realistic. Okay, so now it's thinking, so now I have kind of a realistic view of my shed. Okay, so if I click it, if I click to the right, that's what it looks like to the right. If I click it, if I orbit around, all right, if I overrun, if I could see it, that's what it looks like from the front, right? A realistic view. Let me pan this way, okay? So if you guys lose your shed, just always go by default. It should be here, right? That's why I wanted you guys to, right, let's click on here in the floor plan. That's why I wanted you guys to make sure that you put your floor plan, you zoom in a little bit, in between the markers, the cameras here, okay? Because when you look at 3D, it should be right in the center, right? So I'm gonna click on 3D again. So there is my shed, okay? I picked bricked, what did I pick? Brick CMU over metal studs. Okay, so what I wanna see, you're gonna screenshot this, take a picture of it from your phone, email it to yourself. I'm gonna wanna see, okay, so we're done here. I'm gonna wanna see, move this over, the Zoom window, the name of your design. Let me do that again. The name of your design, and you can just screenshot that. See, I can see my name, right, of the file, and then also here, right? You can make your material. I need to see that it's a gable roof, and I need to see some kind of brick on here. Okay, so that's That's it for the shed. Okay, let me go ahead and save it. Finish out this video. Okay, so I'm going to hit save. Okay, I haven't been saving. So I'm going to go ahead and hit save. Okay, so let's do that. I'm going to minimize the window and I'm going to go look for it on this workstation on the virtual machine and see where it's got saved. I'm going to show you guys something, right? I'm going to assume that it's in the downloads folder and I do. There it is. Okay, so I'm going to click up here where it says date modified, right? So everything most recent up here. So if you notice on here, let's see if I can make it bigger. Rivet automatically made backups to my shed file. So I have 001, 002, 003, and I just saved it. So if you notice, it's going to be on top. It's a little bit bigger, right? It's 5348 kilobytes as opposed to 52 on the very bottom. So this is the one that you want to upload it to your Google Drive. So just, you know, just what's good about Rivet is if you made like big mistakes and you don't know where you are, you can always refer back to your backups here. So what I'm going to do, not to confuse myself, I'm going to go ahead and delete it, right? I highlighted and deleted it. Okay. So I'm just going to put it back onto the Google Drive. All right, let's minimize this window. All right, so Google Chrome browser here. Okay, because we're done with the shed now, I'm going to upload it from virtual machine. Okay, screenshot it. I'm going to hit new, file upload. I'm going into the downloads folder because that's where it was last. Click date modified again. And there it is. I have the one because I deleted the backups. Okay, so now it's uploading, as you can see. All right, so there's my shed in there. So now, before you log off, if you're on virtually, make sure you sign out of your Google account. Okay, sign out. Remove account, which I just did. Now I can close my browser. Okay, I have it saved. So what I'm going to do I have it open? Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and close Rivet. Okay, and then the shed right here, whether it's on your desktop or a downloads folder. Okay, I know I told you guys to save it on the desktop, but check the downloads folder for your file. Also check another place it might default to is the documents folder. Okay, it could be in here. Okay, there's within the documents folder, there's a downloads folder, so check in there. Okay, there's looks like, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna right click delete, right? Okay, it's open, it says it's open. Can't be open. Okay, it is open. So I'm going to close it, close Rivet. All right, so now it's closed. So now I'm gonna right click, delete, whoops, not rename. Right click, highlight it, right click, delete. So now it's gone off the workstation. If I double click, it's in the recycle bin. You guys don't know this, see? It's in there, all my backups for this one, right? You can restore it if you accidentally delete it or any file. So I'm gonna right click and I'm gonna hit empty recycle bin. So I'm going to permanently delete everything that's in the recycle bin. So now I'm done here. All right, and so let me scroll up. First move the Zoom window. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dock it back. So you can see I have 29 minutes. So we did that in about 30 minutes. I'm gonna end the reservation and that's how we do the shed through a virtual machine.